Good afternoon, Dashers. Remember that next Friday is your Balderdash Academy Spirit Day, so make sure to show your Dasher pride by wearing purple and gold on your Zoom calls. For the faculty staying late for the socially distant seminar on the importance of limes to Queen Margarita, we have the blender working, and so the seminar has been changed from the auditorium to the teacher's lounge.
Oh hell, we're on a roll. I like this. This is fun. Let's do one more.
Balderdash. Balderdash. Finish video.
That's my favorite.
Balderdash.
Good for recipes.
Holy moly!
Balderdash.
All right, guys. Okay, we're gonna do another round of everyone's favorite game. I need a pitcher, not a belly itcher. You guys know how this works. Each of you is gonna have a turn pitching to me something that you are incredibly convinced is going to work. Okay. Now the scenario here today, we always draw on real world facts, of course. According to Olympic.ca, a global granite shortage has put curling at the Olympic Games on the bubble. Okay. So there's a lot of concern that we'll eventually run out of granite, the specific kind used to create the stones in curling. Okay, let me see if they have an end date. I don't think they do of when they're convinced they'll run out, but it's like in maybe our lifetime, curling.
So
will
we're
be in
gonna
trouble.
run out of granite, the granite that they make the balls to curl with.
Yeah, it's a really depressing fact. Okay.
Okay.
But luckily, we have an incredible panel of sports specialists here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And each of you is going to pitch to me the new alternative for granite in curling stones. Okay?
Cool, great.
So first up, of course, we have Marie. Now, Marie, you're here tonight, and you are pitching the concept of using a golf ball washer as the stone in curling. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, as you may know, a golf ball washer is actually a human person. It is not a part of the earth matter. It is not. It is a professional human who would then use their hands and sandpaper and their prowess to create the perfectly smoothed discs. I'm fairly certain they are discs.
Yeah.
That are then shuffled across the ice. And that golf ball washer will have such prowess because of the tiny balls that they've been working with their whole lives.
Oh, tiny balls. Yeah, they have the tiniest balls.
Yeah, they have they cup those little tiny balls in their hands, and they're very delicate with them. And that is how we know that the curling disc will also be held so delicately.
I love the concept here, Marie. This is incredible. I do have to bring up the fact that we are also running out of golf ball washers because more and more today, those machines that you stick your balls in and they scrub them for you are becoming prominent, right? So we're really running out of people with those skills. What's going to happen when you run out of golf ball washers?
Oh, we are working on a huge marketing campaign targeting high school juniors. There is no need for college. This is going to be the next vocation. You know, we don't. There's electrician school. There's plumbing school. There's HVAC school, and there will be, these are needs that our world and country needs. Like, this is a skill that you're right, Steve, you nailed it. So we have a huge marketing platform targeting high school juniors.
I'm picturing like some Uncle Sam posters.
We want you.
Exactly.
Yes. Yep.
I think that'll be huge.
We want you with a teeny tiny ball in their hand, a golf ball.
We want your tiny balls.
Well, just your skill at handling tiny balls.
Sorry, exactly.
Yes.
Thank you.
It has nothing to do with their own persons.
Yeah, I mean, you could make the argument that having tiny balls helps, but that's for
You
another.
said
that's a
it,
whole
not me.
different episode.
Yeah.
Uh, thank you, Maria. I am
No problem.
truly enamored by this,
Me
this
too.
concept. We do have to move on to our next panelist, of course. We have Mr. Bob.
Yes.
Now, Bob here, this is revolutionary. Bob wants to use poker tables as the new stone in curling. Tell us a little bit about that, Bob.
Well, the thing about poker tables that makes them so popular is the felted top. The nice thing about felted top is felt itself can be refelted into any shape you can, any shape you need. So you take the poker table, this combination of felted top with wood, you have enamel. Each component can be broken down to its individual part. The wood can be used for the curling stone's handle. The felt can be refelted into the stone itself and impregnated with a resin made out of the lacquer used to polish the table. The nice thing about this is everybody knows that poker tables are renewable resources. You can only play at a poker table for so long before it's saturated with old beer stains and torn, the felt itself being torn, and they need to get refelted occasionally. And when that happens, we are there to pick up the pieces of the broken table and to convert them into a stone that can be swept across the ice, that can be guided by the brooms. We have the technology to do this today, and it's a resource that we can easily tap.
Well, thank you, Bob. Now, of course, curling an international sport. People competing in the Olympics. So with it being international, do you think a snooker table could also work?
Yes. Snooker, poker tables, billiards. The fact of the matter is that any table, and when you move into snooker and billiards, you also have the slate with which that table is made that can be layered in between the refelted stones. So you could actually have an almost plywood-like stone with resined felt, slate, resined felt, slate. Depending on whether you put the felt on the bottom or the stone on the bottom can affect the performance of the overall curling stone. It is groundbreaking, yet also environmentally effective.
Wow. Thank you, Bob. That's honestly the most detail I that's way more detail than I was expecting. This is incredible.
It is a very well thought out plan.
Now, of course, you know how this works. All the panelists that have already come in get to watch each following presentation and judge them. So Marie, of course, has some questions.
I do. I don't. Is this billiard table specifically from the Jersey Shore? I don't understand what that small girl has to do snooker. What is
that's a reference.
So the nice thing, what you're referring to is the Jersey sport of snooki. And the thing is, the difference is mostly the number of balls used to play the game.
and
the
lots
color.
of them.
So in snooker, balls are present, but with snooki, balls are only occasionally introduced into the sport.
Thank you. I
However,
understand now.
it's pretty much the same function. It is a product of artificiality that can be broken down and repurposed into the curling sport.
Wow. Well, thank you once again, Bob. Honestly, I was blown away by that presentation, but let's bring in our next guest. We have Randy, I believe, is his name. And Randy, you're pitching the concept of using Bob Barker's spay and neuter clinic as a potential replacement for the stone. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, I mean, Bob Barker is probably one of the most well-known game show hosts ever.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, you could argue Alex Trebek or Pat Sajak, but nobody has done anything bigger and better for the world of animals than Mr. Bob Barker. God love him.
I think he does.
His
yeah.
clinics all over the world have helped save animals from we don't have for having too many animals. There's way too many cats and dogs out there that don't get the love that they deserve. So thank God for Bob Barker. I can't even say his name. I'm so frustrated. Bob Barker. So his spay and neuter clinics. The thing is, he's done such a good job with spaying and neutering all of these animals that we don't have an animal population control problem anymore. So all of these buildings that have been created are just they're empty. Nobody's ever there. So, the concept of taking these buildings, which I mean, like the smallest one is like 4,000 square feet, which is a lot. That's a big building. And
That's a very big building. Yeah, I
it's
will confirm
and
that.
kind of
I
like
just looked it up. Very big. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's all these materials in there, and of course, they had employee break rooms in these places,
of course,
and they were really nice because Bob Barker had a lot of money, and he invested a lot of money in it. So they had granite countertops in the kitchens.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
there's these
I see where you're
granite
going.
countertops all over the country in these Bob Barker clinics that are no longer being used. There's enough granite there to keep curling going for at least another 20 years.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying these buildings. These buildings are in use, so you will repurpose the stuff inside them. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. That's really smart.
For granted.
Wow. I gotta ask you,
Somebody
Randy.
had to say it.
How do you feel about the fact that his name is Bob Barker, not Bob Meower?
Well, I mean, we all have a preference for our favorite animals, and whether it's cats or dogs, I think I would find it humorous if cats were his favorite animal and his name
I would
was
too.
Bob
Yeah.
Barker.
Yeah. Well, thank you for.
I don't know. I'm not good friends with him. I don't. We're not Facebook friends or anything. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like to ask everyone I meet kind of where they stand on that argument. So thank you so much. I like this idea. Now, eventually, you're going to run out of materials inside of Bob Barker's spay and neuter clinics. Then what do you do, Randy?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, there's lots of other materials in those clinics that are very similar to granite. Maybe you just take this old dog collars or things like that.
Okay,
and you just compress them. They have those compressing.
Yeah.
You can watch YouTube videos where they squish any object. It's like the
Sure.
YouTube channel is dedicated to things like that.
So you're just saying smash a bunch of dog collars into the shape of a stone.
Dog collars or chew toys, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Mash it down, and then you polish the snot out of it. If there's ball washers around, you can hire them to do that.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up, Randy, with your premise here. Both of the other two contestants so far talked a lot about balls, and you're talking about actually the lack of balls with the spay and neuter clinic. So it's just something to think about. Just something to keep in mind here going forward. Yeah.
But I mean, for the type of balls that you're talking about,
yes.
Yeah. But we're talking about animals here.
Oh, sorry.
So they had plenty of like tennis balls.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And other types of balls that help keep the pets happy after they lost their own balls.
I believe Marie has a follow-up question because she's still in the room.
It's not so much a follow-up question; it's more of a brand new part of the marketing that we have going for our high school juniors looking for their best new career.
Sure.
We are at a lack of spaces to train these future ball washers and curling disc makers, and so. You don't need an average classroom. You do need a large open space, which you do find it empty rescue and
Bob Barker spay neuter
yes,
clinics.
yes,
Yeah,
those
exactly.
clinics that are found all over. I see a partnership here once all of the granite has been used to its full life expectancy. These locations could be a very good place for the training of my ball handlers.
Well, thank you, Marie, for stepping in there and taking over, because I'm liking your idea more and more. Bob, what were you gonna say?
There's one thing that needs to be focused on here, and none of these will work unless the price is right.
That's true, right?
You're very right.
That's
And
very true.
I want to address one other thing real quick to Marie's point.
Sure.
We'd be happy, I'm sure, to partner the Bob Barker clinics. I say we. I feel like I'm part of that family. But I'm sure that they'd be happy to partner with you. As long as you go in there realizing that you're going to have laminate countertop in the kitchen and not granite. If you're okay with that, I'm sure it would be fine.
I feel like sacrifices have to be made for the sake of the ball washers and the curl disc creators.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Thank you, Randy.
Well, thank you guys so much. I'd love to keep talking to the three of you, but there is, I believe, one more gentleman waiting in the hallway.
Oh, good. I'm
Don't worry,
sorry.
his idea is the worst, so it won't take long. Nate, are you still there in the hall?
What?
Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
All right, guys, this is Nate, and his
Nate.
idea is to, instead of granite for the curling stone, he would like to use the inside of a cotton candy doohickey that's located in the trash can. Tubi. It's located in a trash can at which airport was it? Does anyone remember?
Any airport.
Oh, at any airport.
I'm pretty
okay,
sure
so
it was...
I see a lot at LaGuardia.
It's
Just
a
saying.
LaGuardia, thank you. It's the Tubi from inside a cotton candy inside a trash can at LaGuardia Airport. Nate, just tell us a little bit about this idea.
Well, it's a really good idea.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to move on to the winners and losers here.
No, I can tell you more.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, unless I'm the winner.
I mean, you were going to be, but let's hear what you said.
Oh, damn it. All right. So anyway, I came up with this idea after I accidentally threw away a half-eaten bundle of cotton candy. Half the day goes by and I'm like, holy shit, I left that back at the Sandusky airport.
Please don't swear in my office.
What?
Please don't swear in my office.
Okay.
Sorry. I try to keep things family friendly in this place of business.
Jeepers Creepers.
Okay, that works. Yep.
I just left that shit back in the airport. So I went back, and apparently it's a pretty busy airport because the trash had filled up. I dug through it, and I got down to my half-eaten cotton candy, and something marvelous happened. The coffee, the bubble gum, this weird half sticky, half crusty thing. They had all kind of combined. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can I stop you there? Can you tell me a little bit more about this half sticky, half crusty thing?
Well, yeah, I thought it was like a small crusty piece off of a bagel or something.
Sure. Yep.
But then when I kind of touched the underside of it, it was still sticky and it was, I don't know, maybe a little warmer than room temperature.
Sure.
But the smell was fine.
Like an apricot jam or something.
But how did it taste?
Like an apricot, yeah, kind of like an apricot jam, except, grayish. But so it started combining into this one thing, and I'm like, this is something that can happen. Like, this is something that could be big. I didn't quite know what it was, and I had to figure out what the missing ingredient was. And what it was we had the wrong ingredient. We had Sandusky. We needed LaGuardia. So I went to LaGuardia. I copied it over again. And out of this half-eaten, crusty, grayish thing, try the gray stuff. It's delicious. came a large hockey puck, and then I realized that there's actually a game that uses these stones called curling. So that's my plot pitch. Plot pitch.
Wow. Now, you originally discovered this where? Sandusky, Ohio? Is that what you said?
Sandusky, yeah, the airport.
It must not be a very large airport, I'm guessing.
No, it's not.
Because most people fly into Cleveland.
Yep, most people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they have a small airport in Sandusky.
Yeah, it's mostly it's kind of not on the radar. A lot of airplanes from like out of the country stop in there just as a quick drop off pickup spot.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. And what were you doing at Sandusky? I can't remember.
I got my cotton candy there.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
They have really good cotton candy there.
Yeah, Cedar Point. No,
Yes.
for their cotton candy.
They
all
are.
right. Well, guys, this has been brilliant so far, and luckily, each of you, as a competing pitcher, you get a vote. Okay, I get a vote, and the four of you all get a vote. We're gonna decide which idea is the best. Okay. Now you can't vote for your own. And winner takes all. All right, Marie. I know your idea was the best, but you have to vote for someone else's just for the sake of fairness. All right. All right. So we had Marie with golf ball washers. Okay, we're gonna pitch this to juniors in high school. Tell them it's an alternative to college. Save a couple bucks. Actually, make a couple bucks. And then throw them on the ice. Then we've got Bob. He's gonna repurpose poker, snooker, and billiards tables into beautiful stones that we're going to slide across the ice. We have Randy. He is involved somehow with Bob Barker's spay and neuter clinics, a national brand of spay and neuter clinics. They're huge. And he thinks they're not needed anymore because of how few animals there are. So he's going to take all the granite tabletops and break them down. Those are going to be the future stones. Next we have Nate. He's pitching the concept of large, disgusting ball of trash from Sandusky, Ohio, as the prototype for the future granite stones of curling. All right, everyone clear?
Yes.
Let's start with Marie. You came first.
Yes.
Marie, which idea do you like the best?
Well, if I can't vote for my own, which you so clearly stated, I think the one that would benefit me most directly would be Randy's. The Bob Barker spay and neuter clinics. Once they're emptied out, I feel like that's our new classrooms. Like they're all over the country, so we've got schools ready for the future ball handlers and curling disc creators.
Future ball handlers. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, Randy, with 1 point. Let's move on to Bob. Bob, what idea did you like the best?
So, the one I liked the best involved components of my idea, but done in a different manner using different techniques. And frankly, it still touches upon an issue that we need to deal with today, and that's pollution, waste, and litter. And so I really like Nate's idea.
Okay. All right. Where did he win you over? Was it the goopy gray, half sticky, half crusty thing, or was it LaGuardia Airport? Where did he win you over? So
I like the fact that it was the goopy gray, half crusty, because if it's half crusty, it can be developed into all crusty. All crusty means firm. Self-laminating is ideal. It cuts on the amount of resources that we need to make the curling stones. And it frankly was a resource that I didn't know existed.
Wow, that's incredible.
I just Venmo'd you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's move on to Randy. Randy, whose idea did you like the best?
Well, again, I think mine was the best, but
Sure.
You're saying that I can't vote for what really is the best.
No.
So my vote for the second best, I would have to say that Bob kind of took second fiddle to my idea. These days, just nobody's going out and playing pool. Nobody's playing billiards. Who's played snooker in 20 years anyway?
I haven't. It's been about 5 years. Yeah.
So these things are in abundance, just as much as the Bob Barker spay and neuter clinics. So I think it's a great idea. In fact, we probably could have a partnership, maybe a 3-way partnership. Ooh. Oh, that's something else.
A 3-way partnership?
A throuple.
Of ball handlers? Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, this is huge. Not only do you have, a lot of billiards halls are, emptying out their tables, but you also have the millions of households in America that just use their pool tables as coat racks. So you can really tap into that as well. Last but not least, we have Nate. Nate, you really have, I technically have the deciding vote, but what happens here really depends on what you say right now. Whose pitch did you like the best? Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's a lot of pressure. God. Well, good news is I don't have Randy's problem because I know mine sucked, so I don't have to worry about voting for myself.
That's fair.
So I can really vote for the person who deserves it. And I gotta say, since the moment I met this idea, I've been in love with Marie's balls, handlers, and I think that's the winning idea strictly for the educational aspect. We can get so many kids in debt over this and just collect on their loans that they need to go into for this. Exactly. So I'm going to go with Marie.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I see what you guys have done.
Dang it, he caught on.
Oh, this isn't good. No, I have to pick a favorite? That's not fair. Oh. Okay, well, guys, these were all brilliant.
We know.
I loved all these ideas. I initially, the whole time I was saying, Marie's idea, this is brilliant. Juniors in high school, they don't have enough to do. Let's be honest. Let's just throw them on the ice as hard as we can.
Create a new life path for them.
I think that's huge. Bob, of course, with the pool tables, it's a really good resource. Randy, you didn't have a long-term plan as far as what you do once you run out of dog collars and granite. But I liked the setup, the scenario. I think that would buy us another 15 years for sure.
I mean, to be honest, you didn't ask me about a long-term plan, so
you're right. So I'm just judging you based on my own thoughts.
I mean, I don't have one. I just throw that out there.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, you're still pitching. I love this. I love the competitive nature here. Let's hear it. What is your
No, I don't have.
You don't?
I don't have one. So you are absolutely right. Sorry. My idea sucks, and I am leaving. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming. So the winner, of course, is Nate, because this is an infinitely. There's never an end to trash with American consumerism. We're gonna be finding goopy gray sticky things for generations. Mm-hmm. That's honestly my hope for the future, is a goopy gray sticky thing in every lunch pail in America. So that's huge. We will have an infinite supply of sports equipment thanks to Nate's brilliant use of trash. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys so much. This has been We Need a Pitcher, Not a Belly Itcher. You guys have been brilliant.
Thank you for having us here.
The audience is now going to give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're welcome. Let's wait for the audience to wrap up their applause. Any moment now.
Oh, they're still going.
This is amazing.
We're hilarious.
This is really good. Guys, you earned this.
We did. Thank you.
Thank you. There it is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. All right.
Coach, Nate, Randy, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to bounce something off you. You know how I'm teaching that appreciation of history class?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things I wanted to touch on was Alexander Dumas and the Three Musketeers. I thought it might be relevant based on what's happening today to show in contrast some of the politics that happened back in that time period. And while I was doing my research, I found an interesting story about Alexander Dumas. Many people know that he's of Haitian descent. He's technically he's the first well-known black novelist. The Three Musketeers, Count of Monte Cristo. Not Count of Monte Cristo was a completely different book. That was written in the 30s as part of a marketing campaign.
A one Crisco.
So what I found out was that Dumas was eating dinner with a friend of his when one of Napoleon's soldiers made fun of him, started to make fun of his boots and his cloak. So Dumas, like any good Frenchman, challenged the soldier to a duel. So they set a time, they set a place, they set weapons. In this case, I believe it was blades. And the morning of the duel, it had snowed the night before. So it is bitterly cold. There's snow on the ground. I'm setting the scene for you. The soldier asked Dumas to take off his jacket, his vest, and his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And Dumas, being the gentleman, agreed and took off his jacket, vest, and shirt. Well, the problem was he had to take off his suspenders.
Uh-oh.
In order to take the shirt off. And halfway through the duel, his pants fell down.
Whoa, you're teaching this to kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, this happened in a quarry, so there were quarrymen on the sidelines laughing at Dumas. Dumas is already in a duel. He's not going to challenge all the quarrymen to a duel. And frankly, your pants fall down in the middle of a duel, you roll with it. So he pulled his pants up. He used the suspenders to tie his pants up. I don't know why he wouldn't just put them on like suspenders, but he tied his pants up with the suspenders and continued the duel. He did win. He lunged forward and nicked the soldier with his blade. The soldier tripped on roots and called a draw. He gave the win to Dumas. Dumas' honor was restored, even though his pants fell down halfway through the duel. Now, I was thinking, I know how I'd want to present this to the class, but I'm not sure exactly how it would go down or what the emotion is. I know the step-by-step facts. I was hoping that the three of you could help fill in the rest of that. And I was wondering if you could show me what that duel looked like.
I think we can do that.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh, there's Marie. Hey, Marie.
Hi.
Do you want to watch?
Yeah, I just got here. I'd love to see what you guys are all up to.
Okay. Yeah. The scene's called "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket."
Are you sure that this is appropriate for school?
Well,
It's Alexander Dumas. It's perfectly appropriate.
Good.
It's quite informative.
Oh,
Let me just close the teacher's lounge door.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Randy. The pesky thing's always popping open.
oh, hang on. I'm just going to turn off the PA system here.
Good call.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Should I stop the live stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell me about this Dumas guy.
We're going to show you.
Oh, great. Even better.
Yeah. We're just gonna.
Hey, I'm eating food and it's really good. Ham. It's French toast and French fries, French taters.
So, Alexander, how's work going?
Good. Wrote a book.
I was surprised when you called because we haven't talked in a while, and I thought you were ghosting me.
No, I was ghostwriting for someone else.
Oh, I see. Ghostwriting. That's cool. Ghostwriters in the sky. That's really neat. Hey, tell me a little bit about this new novel you're working on, the 7 Equestrians?
Yes, 7 Equestrians.
Is that what that is what it is. Okay. Oh.
And it's about seahorses. And how the daddies always give birth to the babies. And they have septuplets of them. Yeah, have a French fry. This is good. Here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, tasty. Oh, wow, man, they have the best French fries out here. It's incredible.
They do. You got some
the
spittle on my
freshest
finger. So it's about the seahorses and what they do. And the twist is one of the seahorses has been dead the whole time. Yep.
There's a twist?
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
so you're telling me when I start reading the book and you've kind of created this world that I understand, midway through, you're going to change, like, my perceptions?
It's the 5th from last page.
Oh, so, like, basically at the end, you're going to change my whole perception of what I conceived to be true in this world?
And seahorses, since seahorses, men can conceive, so you would be the seahorse in this scenario.
Wow. Inconceivable.
Oh, hey, fellas! I couldn't help but over here. I was just over here eating my French toast.
Did you hear the spoiler to my book?
I did. Thanks. Next time, if you could just say spoiler alert. I was looking forward to reading your book, and now it's not going to happen.
You best be buying that book if you already know the story. I got to make wage here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'd buy your book if you didn't look so stupid in that jacket and those stupid boots, man.
Excuse me, sir. You impugn my honor.
Don't even get us started on that cloak.
Yeah, I think he was the one impugning you.
Hey guys, we're trying to have a nice little dinner here. Do you mind just taking a couple steps back and we're enjoying our French fries and talking about seahorses? Could you guys just, chill?
Chill out.
Well, yeah, like it's super cold outside. I won't chill in here until we're all chilling outside in this stormy cold weather. Man.
Yeah, because it snowed last night.
Yeah, and it's bitterly cold.
Yeah, and I take affront to your boots, man.
Well, the snowstorm came in on the front, so let's take this out front.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I think we should take it down to the quarry. I don't know about y'all.
Oh.
Wait, what? Is the quarries open? I thought it was like a snowy day.
I thought they closed at 5.
Aren't there quarrymen there? Oh, perfect. Yeah, to the quarry.
All right.
Oh, to the quarry. Hey, Jeff. I heard there's gonna be a duel or something down here today.
A duel?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
There's gonna be a duel here. Oh my goodness! It's almost 5 o'clock.
Oh, it's closing time. Let's grab our lunch boxes. Hey, do you have any leftover French fries, Jeff?
No, I don't have leftover French fries. I eat them all.
Oh,
but
you're a...
Yeah, I got a little hard, crusty gray thing. You can have that.
Oh, thank you. You're mighty kind. I was fresh out of hard, crusty gray things, so
I'm a real friend.
Excuse me, gentlemen. We need to use this quarry. Can you please vacate the premises?
Hell no. What are you using it for?
Well, it's 5 o'clock. Your duties are over.
You said duty.
Nah, you said duties.
But if there's... Yeah,
duties.
You said duty, first of all. Second of all, if there's something eventful going on, we're obviously going to sit here and watch and eat our great crusty things.
Well, I gotta duel this guy.
Oh, perfect.
We're dueling.
Me and Alexander. DUMAS are gonna duel.
It's gonna be a duel, dude. We gotta stay and watch this.
Dueling DUMAS.
I mean, my wife and kids can wait for their dinner. They'll be fine.
I have some leftover French toast if you want it. Yeah, you take it.
Thank you, kind sir.
Now is not the time for
welcome.
eating.
He's taking that to his family.
I am still very, very upset about your boots. And also I take a lot of upsetness about your jacket and your vest and also your shirt and suspenders, Alex.
I can't help but just to chime in here and just say that those are all kind of weird things to be upset
Well,
about.
have you seen him? Look at him.
Oh, this fellow over here?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, hell yeah, you're right.
Thank
You're totally
you.
right. He looks like an idiot.
The only way I can move forward in this duel is if you remove your jacket, vest, and shirt, sir.
Oh, damn, it's one of those shows.
Again today, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
All
I know
right.
it's very,
Excuse
very
me.
cold out here. But please.
Jeff, can you hold my coat? It was my mother's.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy.
Thank you.
Wait, sorry. I got confused. My name's Hefe. This is Jeff. I'll give him the jacket.
Thank you. Hefe, can you hold my shirt? It was my pants that I had to repurpose into a shirt.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Oh, crap. I can't get my suspenders up. Oh. It's drafty in here.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn here! Come see the duel!
Wait, there's popcorn too? Oh, yes. Sir.
Hot dogs! Get your
Sir?
hot dogs here!
Okay.
Hey,
Sorry,
yeah, you want a hot dog? You want some popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a man taking all his clothes off. I need everything I can get.
I'm speechless.
I get really hungry when I see a man taking his clothes off. It's just a condition I've always had.
Here, have this foot-long hot dog.
Thank you. That'll do the trick.
It's got a
Nothing
nice
like
big
a
bun,
foot
too.
in this scenario.
Hey, Alex. I'm not affronted by your suspenders. You can leave those on your shoulders if you'd like.
Oh, I'm sure you'd like that. I'm gonna tie them instead.
Okay, you do you, man. You do you. Also, Alex, we never actually decided what our choice of weapon was. I've got this blade here. Did that work for you? You got a blade?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I guess we'll use that.
Okay, a blade.
Man, I was kind of hoping to see a trebuchet fight myself.
Well,
Yeah, ideally.
Peanut Gallery, tone it
I
down.
don't have a trebuchet. I'm alright.
Peanuts!
Trebulatory. I'm
peanut
sorry.
gallery.
All right. It is a Duma blade duel to the death.
Mono. Other mono.
Yeah. See.
And
Ungar.
uh,
Right.
regard.
Regard. Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Your undergarments are exposed.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna need another foot long.
Alexander, I don't know if I can go on. Your skivvies are being seen by me and all of these quarrymen.
You're trying to distract me.
I think you are trying to distract me, sir.
Boy, look, it is cold out here, isn't it?
Oh. Son of a dingus. I guess I am trying to distract you. All right, sorry. Hang on.
I have been utterly distracted, and you've oh God.
Right. Yep, I just wanted you to hold it while I pulled up my pants, but sorry. Got some blood there.
Yeah, it was just a nick. It was just a nick. I'm certainly not going to trip you in a mere moment.
Good.
I'm not telling you, I'm not like trying to foresee the future here or anything, because we're both gonna definitely stay upright during this duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Well, I'm gonna pull my pants and...
Oh no! It's like I'm a fortune teller.
Wow, that is something else, Jeff. What do you make of this? Oh, whoa, huge comeback.
Do you call a draw and succumb to the might of the DUMAS?
DUMAS, you have done me in with your blade of Dumasness.
That's what she said.
Guys, how does a bastard orphan, son of a whore and a Haitian, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in a quarry by Providence, impoverished, in squalor, grow up to be a hero and an author? What's your name, man?
Alexander Dumas.
Thank you. That was exactly what I needed in order to properly teach this course. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Might I, Headmaster, chiming in from the health and wellness aspect of this, you may not want to hang out around the time where he lost his pants too much. We don't need all of the high school girls getting all worked up about a man losing his pants.
About a hot dog.
Let's posit this differently. Instead of a man losing his pants, think of an individual overcoming a wardrobe malfunction and
Janet
yet
Jackson.
still winning the day.
Thank you, Headmaster. You know what? You are always so very good at finding the positive inside of a situation. Thank you so much. I feel better about this already. I give you my blessing.
My job is to find today's moral. So thank you so much.
Oh, I'm glad we could help you.
Good afternoon, Dashers. Please report to your afternoon assembly. Today's topic, the alphabet.
Just in case everybody needs a reminder, the assembly starts in 5 minutes.
Keeping that in mind, let's all just take a minute to help figure out how we can best help our students through this process.
I'm not really sure if I'm going to be helpful at all in today's assembly. Like, I'm pretty overwhelmed by the technology aspect of this. Like, there's a lot of cords and wires, and I'm sorry, guys. I might not be helpful.
Meetings like this for me are not a big issue. I mean, I deal with computer technology all the time, so I'm here to help however I can.
Nope, I won't be any help here, guys. If I can't solve the problem by throwing a dodgeball at it, honestly, it's not going to work.
Our focus needs to be on the kids. This is about them. They will handle any tech issues that run our way.
People, just keep in mind that these kids are younger than us and probably better at this than we are, so we may not even need to be that much of a help.
Quickly, though, we are on a deadline. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not going to know what cords go where, but we got to speed this up.
Random question here. Who's actually leading the presentation? I hope it's not me. I don't do well in front of the computer. I'm more behind the scenes kind of guy.
Seriously, Randy, how many times do I have to explain this to you? So, if the headmaster's here, he leads. If he's not here, I lead. If I'm not here, the janitor, Dougie, leads?
Technically, I'm leading, Randy. That's an excellent question. Thank you for asking.
Quizzes at the end of this may be the best way to handle you. Umbrellas are stationed at the end of every aisle in case the sprinklers go off.
Very helpful, Professor. Thank you so much. That was quite an incident at our last assembly when all of those sprinklers went off. Very, very helpful. Thank you so much for that forethought.
We need to really get our stuff together here, guys. The students are filing in like crazy out there, and they sound kind of angry.
X-ray vision is the superpower I always wanted, because then we would never have to open the teacher's lounge door, and we could just see the students out there and make sure they're not getting into trouble.
You okay, Steve? That had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Zanzibars are Steve's favorite candy bars, but I accidentally gave him one laced with drugs, so that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Again, Nate, come on. I thought we'd been over this. Like, you can't just give out candy bars to just anybody.
Better get moving here, everybody.
Can you guys see the spiders that are covering my body?
Damn it, Steve. I told you to disinfect at least once.
Effort is not something that is one of Steve's strong suits. That can be shown in our track record with our sports teams, our varsity teams.
Frankly, Steve, I'm not sure that now is the time for us all to be inspecting your body when there is an assembly that is supposed to be starting here in, like, literally any minute now.
Oh, great. We literally have a minute left now. Come on.
Have you guys seen my toes? This Zanzibar candy tastes amazing.
I am inspired by your focus, Steve. Now, we need to keep our total focus on the assembly.
Just realized we have about 35 seconds left before the kids start filing in.
That's a hot.
Lucky me.
What letter did we start on again?
Jay, you closed us out.
We All Have a Story is a podcast dedicated to learning more about the folks around us, one person at a time. We'll chat with accountants, bus drivers, entertainers, novelists, beekeepers, piano tuners, booksellers, artists, and more. Check out We All Have a Story using your favorite podcast app or service.
Guys, here's the situation, and this is tough to talk about, but Dougie, our janitor, the third in charge at the school, and also the equipment manager for the sports teams, he recently got a job at Duke University. I don't know why he got to go up to the big leagues and I didn't. That's obviously a conversation for another time. But he was our best equipment manager. So what I really need is to find a new equipment manager as soon as possible, because they play the most pivotal role in our sports programs. You got to manage that equipment. So out there in the lobby, I have 4 to 8 candidates. I'm not sure exactly the number. There's quite a few of them. I'm not good at counting. They're going to come in one by one, and we're going to hear a brief summary of just a little bit about them, and then we're going to do a quick kind of conversation. I'm going to kind of ask them some important and pivotal questions about doing this job. Does that make sense, everyone? So you guys just sit back, relax, and watch. Let's see, Randy, would you mind just bringing in our first interviewee and just telling us a little bit about them?
Be happy to.
Thank you.
This is Timmy. Timmy is a stamp collector. He collects a lot of things, actually. Stamps, bugs, litter off the side of the road, belly button lint. You name it, he collects it. He's very good at organization, and he's really interested in this position. Timmy,
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
How old are you, Timmy?
I'm 27.
27, great.
That's correct, yes.
Do you have any experience handling balls?
Yes, I have an extensive ball collection. I prefer balls with nodes on them, balls with lumps, balls with irregularities. I find they're more interesting in the collection. They also are easier to display as they have less tendency to roll off the shelves.
Okay, so you're keen on lumpy balls. Now, football, are you familiar with that? Quite lumpy.
Yes, that has 2 nodes at the end of each ball. It's potato-shaped. I find they're difficult to collect since most of the time you need to get near people who like to beat me up in order to collect them.
I am seeing by your frame you're a very, very slender and short human being.
I prefer to call it not slender, but non-gravitationally inclined.
That makes sense, yeah. Now, sometimes our students get a little intense during practices, and they will just kind of tackle people to the ground. Our assistant coaches often get tackled. I get tackled all the time. Would you be able to handle a hit from a high school junior?
Yes, I can, and I think the reason why I'm a standout in this is not only would I welcome the interaction with another human being, but it also gives me an opportunity to get a closer look at the ground to potentially build my growing nascent rock collection.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, tell me a little bit about your qualifications. What have you done in the past for work?
Oh, well, for work, I've been an accountant, specifically counting the number of items within my collection.
Yep.
I've also been a blogger professionally. You can find my website, stufftimmygets.com. It was the only site available. It's brilliant, and it allows me to display my collections in a way that is... It really shows off the eclectic mix of my likes and dislikes.
And you get paid for posting on this blog?
I get ad share revenue from banners that run on the top of my site.
Wow.
I don't want to brag, but I purchased a coffee yesterday.
Wow. Timmy, that's huge. Do you have a favorite sport? I really kind of like to... Yes.
I enjoy curling.
Oh, curling. Yeah. I heard there's going to be a granite shortage.
There
in the
is
future.
likely to be a granite shortage, but we're breaking grounds on new technologies to replace the curling puck. In particular, I've found that there's interesting research into poker tables and into cotton candy tubes.
Oh, wow. I mean, you would know as a collector of all eccentric things what would make a good... Yeah.
Yes, that's very true.
Well, Timmy, it's been really nice getting to know you, and we'll call you back if we think you'll fit the position.
I look forward to receiving your email. I don't answer the phone. Bad things happen to you on the phone.
And
But
it's
I expect you understand that.
It's Timmy at Timmy Gets
Timmy
Things?
at Timmy's Collections. It's my second website.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
It's for my more discreet collections.
So the reason you couldn't have that as your main website was it was already taken by you?
Well, of course.
Okay, just wanted to clear that up. Okay.
You don't
thank you so much,
randomly
Timmy.
own... I also collect URLs.
Right, I figured.
I have a number of websites that I've collected. I don't actually have sites built for them, but I do own the URL.
Sure. I get it. Timmy, just one more favor on your way out. Just tell me who the next person in line is. Just tell me a little bit about them.
Oh, of course. You're going to love him, I think. He appears to be a 6'7" 240-pound Texan who goes by the name of Petite Mike.
Great. Petite Mike, you're next.
Hello.
Oh, hey, wow! I love your voice.
Thank you. Comes out of my mouth.
That's great. So Petite Mike, is that your Christian name?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Most people just call me Peter, though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Peter Mike?
No, just Peter, though.
Okay, sure. How did you get the mic? That's the thing I'm most curious about.
I was born with it.
Okay.
My mama gave it to me.
So, what is on your birth certificate? I just want to clear up the paperwork here.
Little Mike.
Okay. But most people call you Peter.
Peter, though.
Okay. Which came first, Petite or Peter? Like, which one is a play on the other?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. All right. So, Peter, Petite Mike, tell me a little bit about your work experience. What are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm talking to you, and I'm interviewing for this position.
Sure. And
earlier,
what makes you...
What?
Okay.
No, what?
No. Go ahead, Petite Mike.
Okay. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Earlier today, I was collecting garbage. It's a volunteer thing I do through my youth group.
Okay. Wow. Charity work. That's really good to hear.
Yes.
Have you thought about maybe investing that into potential curling stones?
I try not to think much.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I
tell
can
that.
I can try curling stones to give you that permanent on the hair.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yep.
Yeah. I'll do that then.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So what intrigues you about this position as a equipment manager at Balderdash Academy?
Well, I have equipment of my own, and I've been managed before. And there happens to be an added element of having close ties to professionally based athletes that they become in the future.
I'd love to break down what you just said. So
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so future professional athletes, is that what you're hoping to inspire?
I don't know if I can inspire them, but I can be close to them, and maybe when they win their World Cup or something, they can say that, that Petite Mike helped them on their journey.
Sure. So instead of like, thank God for this victory, I thank my mom. My mom's the real MVP. They're saying Petite Mike is the guy I want to give credit to this, me winning this award. That's what you want people to say.
Or Peter, though.
Oh, either one is fine. Okay.
Petite Mike or Peter, though. I'll go by either.
Sure. Okay. Well, this has been great. Tell me a little bit about, have you ever worked with kids?
Sometimes.
You said you're part of a youth group, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I started a youth group so I could be near kids. And
Okay.
right now we have 2.5 people in that youth group. We have Jennifer and Stephen, but there's twins that are in it, and they are on alternating weeks, so I count them as a half.
So averages, yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Yes.
averages out. I thought maybe you, Timmy was part of your group. He's very slender and short, so I thought maybe he was the half a person.
He is more than welcome.
He likes collecting things. What do you guys do at your youth group?
We collect trash and we pick it up and then
right.
we put it in the trash can, and when we're done, we just litter it around again so we can start over because we can only stay within our block.
Yep. No, that's huge. Great. So you're good at picking things up. That's really important for equipment manager.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Petite Mike. It was really nice getting to know you. The faculty has given me lots of thumbs up, so I feel good about this. But if you don't mind, on your way out, just tell me a little bit about the next person coming in.
Yeah, I was talking to Sam, and Sam is a professional rock climber, but strictly indoors rock climbing. And Sam has 2 thumbs on one hand. Mm-hmm. Sam, come on in.
Come on in, Sam.
Oh.
Bye, gentlemen.
Bye. Thank you.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Sam.
How are you?
I prefer Samantha, though.
Sure.
There wasn't enough room on the form to put more than 5 letters, so I just went with Sam.
Oh yeah.
But I prefer Samantha. Thank you.
We really need to fix that. It's been a huge issue. But you had enough room for your last name, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. I did.
And your last, you did, yep.
I did.
Okay,
I-D-I-D. Samantha,
Sam
I
did.
did.
Oh, sorry, Samantha. I did. Yep. Wow. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. It's
now,
a pleasure to be here.
Oh, awesome. Now, do you have a lot of experience doing sports-related activities?
Yes. I have done everything in my power to make sure that I don't get injured by a rogue puck or ball or stick. My whole life, I feel like they've just been constantly rotating through the air near me. So I'm like a magnet for them. I feel like that's why I'd be a really good fit for this position. the balls and the sticks and the pucks, they just seem to migrate right towards me. So I feel like I'd be very good at making sure that they are all in their place.
Is that why you sought out this position? Because you noticed in your own life that you were constantly getting hit by balls and sports paraphernalia?
Yes, it started in second grade soccer. And they put me in as goalie, and I caught all of the balls. I caught all of them. But then it became clear to me after I left the soccer field that that people just liked throwing things at me. And so I just did my best to try to roll with that. And instead of running away from these things, I figured just lean right in and just let them come right to you.
You didn't suspect anything when during a soccer game people started picking up the balls and throwing them at you?
Well, no, I was the goalie. It made sense.
Yeah, but traditionally it's a foot game.
That should have been a clear indication to me.
Should have probably cued you in, yeah.
But as a 9-year-old in second grade,
yeah.
I didn't quite pick up on it. It actually took all the way until sophomore year of high school for me to realize.
Oh wow! And you sort of worked
that
it
really
out.
I was just the brunt of a joke.
Oh wow! No, I wouldn't go that
Butt of
far.
a
I wouldn't go
joke.
that far. I mean,
Oh, thanks.
has anyone described you as having a punchable face or anything like that?
Yes, I have been described as having a very. It's because of the width of my cheeks. They are quite large.
Oh.
Yes, they are quite punchable. Which is why I wear this coat. You see, I have this coat on with this giant collar here that protects both my neck and my ginormous cheeks.
Wow. Well, luckily mask wearing is in right now, so just pop one of those bad boys on your face and you'll be set.
I have never been so grateful to be able to hide my face before.
No, we are an equal opportunity employer, but tell me a little bit about your abnormal hands.
Well, you see, what one hand is lacking, the other hand is in plentiful. My left hand happens to not have any thumbs, but my right hand, it actually has 2 thumbs. And that I find very, very helpful in the ball retrieval. You see, as I have realized that these balls and sticks are just getting thrown right at my face, I realized I need to be better at deflecting, and which point my additional 2 thumbs on my right hand really came into play. I have become an excellent deflector with my dual thumbage.
Wow, that's beautiful. One final question, and this is just totally coincidental. Doesn't have anything to do with any specific situations going on right now. But if you were employed by Balderdash Academy at minimum wage and Duke University approached you about being the head coach of their basketball team, would you take that job?
Well, I have never actually been a coach before, but I do know a lot about having injuries and really making it obvious that I'm in pain. So I think that I would be an excellent NBA Duke University coach. Yes.
You almost had me. You almost had me, Sam. You're so close.
Let me assure you here, Coach Steve, I grew up here in Balderdash County, and I do believe that this school runs deep inside my veins, and there is nothing that I would do to betray this school or county.
Wow. That's some good world building. Thank you so much, Sam. Now on your way out, just tell me about...
My pleasure. I prefer Miss I Did. Samantha I Did.
Oh, Samantha I Did, yeah.
You.
Just on your way out, tell me about the final interviewee that's in the hall. Just tell me a little bit about that.
I would love to, but I found him terribly, terribly annoying. He told me his name was Arthur. And he would not stop going on and on and on about his mocktails and his tonics and his bitters that he makes at his artisanal soda store. I wish you luck here, Coach Steve. It took everything to get out of the conversation. Good luck.
Yeah, come on in. Hi there.
Hi
What
there.
was your name
How's
again?
it going?
Oh, it's great. Thank you. Sorry, what was your name?
My name is Arthur.
Arthur. That's a strong name. Arthur, thank you so much for coming into the interview today. I can't help but notice you threw up some finger guns right away.
Hey, you got that? You saw that, did you?
I did, Arthur. I did. I'm a huge fan of the finger guns, so I think we're gonna get along famously. Tell me a little bit about your career. What have you been doing?
Well, I've done a little bit of everything. I started out working at fast food, and I got fired from that because I tried to make fancy drinks, and they didn't like the fancy drinks.
Okay, what kind of fancy drinks were you making, Arthur?
Oh, well, people would come in, they're like, I'd have a large Diet Coke, please. And I'm like,
So boring. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I would take the Diet Coke, and I put I put a little bit of maple syrup in it.
Oh, okay.
From the breakfast menu.
Sure.
And I'd say, here's your Diet Coke. And I'd give a little wink.
Okay.
Like I'm doing to you right now.
Yeah. I
And,
could see where this may have gone wrong. Maybe giving a sly wink to every customer is maybe it's not just the customizing their sodas.
But that's my thing. I do the finger guns and the wink. And that's always
I can see
worked for me.
I can see how that might creep someone out. Let's do a little role play. Let's say I was a high school athlete, and I say, Arthur, would you mind passing me that soccer ball? Let's just do a little role play. What would you do in that scenario?
Well, I'd say I will pass you that soccer ball, but I couldn't help but notice that you've been out there playing for a while, and perhaps you are a little dehydrated, and maybe your electrolytes are low, so I'm going to give you a little drink of Gatorade first, because that's what you need to get things back rehydrated again. But I put a little something extra in that Gatorade.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, Arthur. That's kind of what I was worried about. What when you say I put a little something extra in your drink and you give them a wink, I feel like parents are gonna get the wrong idea.
Well, the parents aren't there.
I mean, sure, you're right. You're right about that, but we kind of have to at least act as if we're being under the parental scrutiny at all times. Just
Well, you make it sound like I've done something wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. It's just I put a little, it's the triple berry Gatorade, and I put a little of the fruit punch in there too.
Oh,
It's subtle. It's a subtle thing.
Could you maybe be more upfront about what you've done to their beverage instead of just winking at them?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I could say, here's your Gatorade and Gatorade. Wink, wink.
Okay. All right, that's not
Because
the
I'm
worst.
telling them exactly what it is. It's Gatorade, Gatorade.
Sure. Now, you make artisanal sodas?
Oh, yes. I have an artisanal soda shop. We actually have 4 different stores now.
Oh, wow. And those are those all in Balderdash County, or?
All throughout. We got all 4 corners. We got all 4 corners covered.
Oh, wow. That's huge. Now, do you have
I
a lot
can't
of
believe you haven't been to
experience-
one.
I haven't. What's the name of the shops?
It's called Arthur's Artisanal Sodas. Wink, wink. And then you add the .com, and that's our website.
Oh, I see. So Arthur's Artisanal Sodas winkwink.com.
You got it. And there's like a big winking eye, and it actually moves. And we got one of them GIFs or the GIFs or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And on our website, and it's just me going. Folks can't see that. I'm winking.
So did you have to buy that off of Timmy? Because I know Timmy is a serial URL collector.
I did. He actually I had to bid on it, but I won the bid, and I got it for $49.93.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good price.
$4,993.
Oh, Timmy. He's going to be buying more than just a coffee tonight. Wow, that's huge. Now, just tell me a little bit about your experience working with kids.
Oh, well, I mean, I work with kids all the time. My whole staff is mostly high school kids, college kids. They're trying to put themselves through school, and we have a great relationship. I pay them more than minimum wage. You know, some people would just want to pay minimum wage, but then you know what happens when you pay somebody minimum wage?
What's that?
Something else comes along, like some big university or something like that, and they wave another 25 cents at them, and then they go away.
I'm sorry, could you?
It's minimum wage plus 25 cents, and then they leave.
What do
They go to places like Duke.
Wait, what do you know about Duke University?
They steal a lot of my employees.
Do they really?
Yes.
They steal a lot of my employees.
How many employees do you have, sir?
Well, there was Dougie, obviously, and then there's the 2 assistant coaches, and that's it. That's it. But of those 3, they've stolen 1/3, so that's a huge percentage.
That is a big percentage. I do want to point out the other thing. It may have you may have noticed that my accent has come out over
Yes,
the
I did,
course of
yeah.
this interview. I was hanging out with this guy in the hallway.
Is it
and,
Petite Mike or Peter or something?
It was Peter through or something like that. Peter though.
Uh-huh.
Peter though. That's what he called himself.
Peter.
And I grew up actually down south, and hanging out with him for 10 minutes in the hallway. I may have talked his ear off a little bit, but it just brought me back to the south.
Thank you so much for coming in, Arthur. And I think we have a potential working relationship here, assuming we can get you to stop winking at people.
Sure.
But
before I leave, I just want you to have this.
okay, he's handing me a beverage.
Wink,
okay.
wink.
What is in here? Do you mind just being very specific?
It's water. Wink, wink.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. All right, staff, if you don't mind, just standing up here. I want to know all of your favorite candidates. Let's just, Bob, who was your favorite candidate? We had Timmy. We had Sam, the rock climber, which we didn't even talk about that. We had Arthur, the artisanal soda maker. And who am I missing?
Petite Mike.
Oh, Petite Mike, of course.
Yeah, looking at everybody equally and considering what we need for the role, we may regret the decision later on due to legal reasons, but I think Arthur is our guy.
He did really sell it, so all right, we'll give Arthur 1 check mark. Let's see, Nate, who was your favorite pick?
Out of all of them, I mean, I look at Dougie and I see what happened with him. I don't want another university to scalp any of our staff. So I think
True, yeah.
I think Petite Mike would be the one that they would want the least. So he's the safest one to go with to have here. But I do agree with Headmaster's assessment that that Arthur would be the good way to go, because honestly, that guy could be like he has room to grow in this company. He could be our spokesman, because he can say whatever he wants, and he just throws in that wink, wink, and the finger guns, and who knows what the hell he's talking about. It's great. I love it.
All right, another huge Arthur fan. Love it. Let's see, Marie, who'd you like the best?
Thank you so much for asking my opinion here, Coach. Quite frankly, I think one of the most key attributes to the new sports equipment person would be intimidation factor. And,
Okay,
you
sure.
know, even though Petite Mike has a very small, short name, his physical demeanor is intimidating. And I think that these little whippersnappers here at this school should be intimidated into putting their own goddamn sports equipment away.
Oh, so you're saying ultimately we shouldn't even have this position?
Well, I think the intimidation factor is important. So I think that we should bring Mike on, Petite Mike Peter, though, on as a temp to start.
Okay.
And see if we can instill some of that intimidation into these hooligans from the get-go. And then maybe we won't even need a sports equipment person here at Balderdash Academy.
Right, if the kids are scared so much, then we won't even need to. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. I guess every 4 years or so, you need to bring in Petite Mike to kind of scare them shitless, and then you can kind of retire
That's right.
them for a few
I
years.
think that's
Okay.
a really good tactic here, Coach.
Okay, great. And Randy, what was your call? Who was your favorite?
Oh, God, it was so tough because they were all so good.
Yeah, they really were.
You know, I really liked Timmy's organizational skills.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, there's one that just stuck out like two sore thumbs, and that was Sam.
Sure.
You know, when I'm teaching the computer classes, and you know, it's ASDF space, JKL semicolon space. Man, Sam would rock the space bar like nobody's tomorrow. Yeah, I think Sam, Sam's got what we need. Timmy would be a close second.
No diggity.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to hire Arthur. He got 2 votes from the staff here. Very excited to have him on board.
All right, good choice. I will get the paperwork together. Balderdash Academy's Teachers Lounge was produced and edited by Bob LeBlanc. Theme music by Think Fish Tank. Performed and written by Steve Corning, Carla Rose Dubois, Nate Green, Randy Hunt, Bob LeBlanc, Molly McGill, and Marie Stewart Harmon. Copyright 2020 Robert J. LeBlanc and Steve Corning, all rights reserved.